Oh shit, this is gonna be a wild one. High school locker rooms. We made high school bathrooms, but high school locker rooms are, in my opinion, even worse. Bro, like the type of shit kids be doing in the locker rooms is mad interesting. Like sometimes I wonder how the human mind can come up with stuff like this. Going back to when I was in high school, people were doing stuff from hiding certain belongings and making others look for them in the locker room to straight up screaming contests. And tell me why every time you'd get into a locker room, it wasn't nearly the same as entering a classroom, cause when you enter a classroom, you're good. You just go take your seat and begin with the lecture. But when you enter a locker room, on the other hand, you're the main character. You're the person that all the eyes in the locker room are on. For some reason, I got nervous sometimes getting inside locker rooms. Like, are they gonna stare at me until I start doing some crazy shit like spinning on my head or jumping on my neck? Or is today gonna be a normal day and I'm just gonna be able to peacefully enter? And spoiler alert, it was never a normal day. The least weird it got was when I entered and they're mid-conversation and they asked me shit like, "How about you, peach guy? Would you rather have no balls at all or have balls of steel and have to drag yourself wherever you go?" Yeah, I ain't answering that one, bro. And then once everyone was in the locker room, we became one body, bro. We were one. If the teacher tried to speak to us by opening the door, we would just start screaming like girls, saying how we're naked and that they're not supposed to look at us. Like, let's not even mention the prank wars and how sometimes when you got back from the PE class, you couldn't find your left shoe anywhere until you learned someone hid it in the girls' locker room and you have to awkwardly go there and ask them to hand it to you. But then it ain't over. That's just how the war begins. You then go and hide something from them, and this shit goes on until someone snaps. Then we have people talking shit after sports match in PE. This goes from simple nagging to straight up harassment, bro. So locker rooms are wild, and I can only imagine what other people think when they walk by the locker room and hear a bunch of female noises. Yeah, female. When did this shit become funny? When did screaming in a feminine voice became funny, bro? Was I absent on that day? And why do we still do it? But sometimes that hysterical screaming turns into an opera and everyone is singing beautifully. Other times it turns into a motivational speech where we have someone motivating everyone else before the battle, or in our case, before having to go to other periods, especially math. What are we gonna do? We're gonna do math! How are we gonna do it? We're gonna work hard! Can we do it? Yes, we can! And everyone just starts cheering. But out of all these, I gotta say the most diabolical one and the one I will never forget is the "what kind of pants does he have on?" If you're unfamiliar with this trick, it essentially goes like this. So you have a friend that changes their underwear after PE and essentially doesn't really care to cover himself too much and just does it right there where he is sitting on the spot. And then you have another friend that sees him and asks you, "What kind of pants does he have on?" So then you're kind of manipulated to look at your homie butt booty naked, and that is the one that will stick with me forever. Anyways, if you enjoyed, be sure to like the video, subscribe, and click right here for more amazing content.